Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. And through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and also an update on our $1 Million Challenge, so please stay tuned. In the previous video we looked at 5 stocks to add to your watch list, so please refer back to the previous video for details of the 5 stocks. Before we start today's stock analysis, quick reminder of the $1 Million Challenge. So for anybody who does not know about this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using compound return investing. So the strategy involves trying to achieve 201 trades, each with a return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades, and we do take into account losses. So the strategy involves reinvesting all the amount plus your profit to try to get the gains over a period of 3 years. For the challenge, we also have a special spreadsheet. This has got specially chosen stocks, many of them with low and medium risk. And we also have a Discord community, well in excess of 300 now, sharing due diligence, trading tips, technical analysis, buy alerts and sell alerts, etc. The Discord area has sections such as an agreement area, FAQs, chat and questions. The stock spreadsheet is also available here. You can share your buys, you can have the king and queen alerts, and also a leaderboard plus updates. So we also have a special exclusive video that's not available in the public platform. So if you are interested in joining us on the challenge, details in the description below. First stock we're going to look at is ticker symbol ABML, American Battery Metals, also known as Abtc. So let's start by having a look at the chart. So this is the chart for the previous 5 days. Today, close of play, it was up in excess of 6%. There was some positive news, which I'm going to share with you shortly. But if we have a look at the chart here, we can also see the momentum over the week is bullish and strong. However, at the beginning of the week, we can see it was trading around the $1.25 mark. At one point, it did breach $1, around about $1.55. It did come back quite significantly. Again, today it also broke $1.40, but it's still a good overall week for American Battery Metals, up in excess of 10% at $1.37. So let's say have a look at the latest developments. First thing I'd like to share with you is a tweet which was released by the company, and this was released today at I received a tweet just at 3:22 p.m. UK time, and we can see on the post here it states that Abtc has received approval of the core and shell building permit for its lithium-ion battery recycling plant, paving the way for construction start of our production building. So this is excellent news. This is also shared with Yahoo Finance, so let's have a look at the additional details with regard to this breaking news. So in a follow-up tweet, what we can see here is confirmation of the companies chosen for construction. This is Miles Construction, so we can see that Miles Construction have begun excavation for the underground utilities and foundation of the lithium-ion battery recycling plant. So with this approval that we've just received, the grading process is now going to lead into construction, and I think within the coming weeks we're going to see some positive news there as well. So we have some images shared here, and we can see that construction certainly in the early stages is definitely in the process of starting. So in the follow-up tweet, what we can see here is confirmation of the company chosen for construction. This is known as Miles Construction. They've also been tagged, and we can see here confirmation that excavation has begun for the underground utilities and the foundation of the lithium-ion battery recycling plant. So with this approval, the shell and the building permit will begin. We're going to have the grading process that can move into the building construction. So over the coming weeks, we will see some positive developments for this. And what we can also see in terms of the images shared here, confirmation of underground utilities and the foundation starting for these. So excellent news here. Let's now have a look at the confirmation of the building permit, and we can see here from the city of Fernley we have building permit number BP21439. So confirmation here that this was issued on the 11th of November 2021, and it was also approved on the 27th of October 2021. So this is great news. We can see there is an expiry date, and that is the 10th of June 2022. So that shouldn't be a problem there. And the project for approval is lithium-ion battery recycling facility for American batteries. So great news here. Let's now have a look at details of this construction project here. We're going to look at an article from Yahoo Finance dated 11th of November 2021. And we're going to start by having a look at a quotation from Ryan himself, and he stated here, "We are excited to continue to accelerate progress toward the construction and commissioning of our pre-commercial scale battery recycling facility." So great news here. As we finish above and below ground utility and site work, we are now in a position to continue with the full construction of all the on-site buildings. So beyond battery recycling itself, the facility will also include several process development laboratories in addition to the pilot development facilities. We're also going to look at next generation recycling technologies to facilitate our current corporate and government supported grant projects. So there, if you remember, there was some positive news in terms of a contract that was awarded earlier in the week, so that was great news as well. But further on down this article, we can also see in terms of this facility, it's going to consist of 3 functional buildings, totaling approximately 100,000 square feet of floor space. We're going to have 3 functional building spaces, including battery recycling, production building, an office building with laboratories, and a finished goods warehouse. So this is excellent news. So the finished good warehouse, that's a strong indication here in terms of commercial revenue and also ultimately profit. So in the final part of this article, one thing I'd like to look at is the pioneering closed loop battery technology that American Battery Metals has. This is a recycling process that separates and recovers critical minerals from end-of-life batteries and purifies these battery metals to the same or higher quality specification to conventional materials from traditional virgin mining methods. So once these operations commence, Abtc's pilot plant is going to be scaled to process approximately 20,000 metric tons of feedstock per year. It's going to produce battery grade materials to redeploy in the North American battery supply chain in a true closed loop circular fashion. So further down, what we can also see is in terms of the manufacturing capacities of end of use products such as electric vehicles, lithium-ion battery cells. These have grown rapidly, not only in the US but worldwide. However, the problem that we have is upstream domestic production capacities of battery metals has not kept pace. So Abtc is in a strong position to deal with this problem and these challenges by developing technologies and commercializing systems for the recycling of lithium-ion batteries. I think the technology they have is groundbreaking. The recovery of these battery metals, as well as the production of battery metals directly from mineral resources, is something that is going to be in huge demand, and it's going to lead to an exponential awarding of contracts, in my opinion. So certainly the future is definitely bright for Abtc. And the next stock I'd like to look at is ticker symbol MMAT, Metamaterials, and let's start by having a look at the chart. We can see for most of the day today at close of play, the stock was in the green. At one point it was close to $5. However, what we can see is in the last 2 hours, the stock did trend down a little bit. It is closed at $4.72, so just in excess of 1.26% down on the day. The final thing I'd like to have a look at now is the estimated earnings announcement. So this is scheduled to be approximately November the 12th, 2021, according to NASDAQ. I do expect revenue not to be a significant increase. I also do expect to continue to see a very strong and healthy balance sheet. And we can also see here confirmation in terms of the latest press release. And this was confirmation of the Meta's IP portfolio surpassing a 200 patent goal for 2021, and they now have a total of 247 patents. Final thing I'd like to do is finish off by having a look at the chart and some of the reasons why it has been trending down. So in my opinion, I certainly think the news with regards to inflation and the general bad day for the market that we've had this week has certainly not helped. I think once we get a little bit of recovery in the market, I certainly expect Metamaterials to break the $6 mark again. Certainly the long-term potential in the future is still bright. The AR and the VR technology is something that is extremely innovative, and the patents itself will certainly generate some contracts. It does require a lot of patience. It is extremely volatile and it is extremely frustrating. So Again, it's one of those stocks that you do have to believe in, and it's certainly a stock for the long term for now, but potential is still there. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.